everyone, Kaylee here. So yes, we are tackling the whole issue of brand integration in this video today, and it is a little bit of a sticky issue. It's one of those that's a little bit controversial, and it definitely raises a lot of questions and some ethical questions as well. And I thought, for the sake of being completely transparent with you guys and completely open to you guys and protecting my integrity and your trust, I thought I should make a video talking about the entire process with me, from how I decide what brands I'm going to accept products from, to how I go about telling you guys in a video if that product was sent to me, and then talk about why I would accept products or why I would accept compensation for a video, things like that, because I want to be open and above board. I want you guys to know about what's going on with me, and I want you guys to at least have an idea of what went on behind the scenes before a video or before a product gets featured in a video. I think that's fair. Starting off, how I decide what companies I'm going to work with. At this point in my career, I have not actually reached out to a company to work with them. I've let every company come to me. That's just where I've been comfortable so far. When I look through my inbox, what I'm looking for is something that has to do with what I do on my channel. So it's either hair or makeup, and it's something that can be useful and beneficial for my viewers. So hair and makeup first thing, and then within useful and beneficial for my viewers, it has to be a legitimate business. I will, if I haven't heard of the business before, I will research it. The other thing is that it's easy to access, at least for my US viewers, if not internationally. I really do shoot for international viewers because I know that it's really frustrating to watch me plug something and then be like, well, that's cool, but I can't buy it in my country. That's about it. That's what I'm looking for. And I would say that about 80% of the things that I'm offered, I cannot accept because of that, because they're either I don't think that they're easily accessible, they don't have anything to do with what my channel is about, I don't feel comfortable plugging in the product, anything like that. So I have turned down a lot of stuff over the 3 years that I've been on YouTube, like tens of thousands of dollars worth of free product and compensation for videos, just because I wasn't comfortable with representing whatever they were asking me to. So this is definitely not a money savvy decision for me. It's not something that I'm doing to get lots of product, because if I wanted to get tons of free product and make tons of money, I could promote every little thing that I get emailed about, but that's not what I'm about. What I'm about is teaching you guys. I have the most passion for that, and I care the most about helping the everyday girl at home to know how to do her hair in whatever way she wants to, because I grew up not being able, or not really knowing how to style my hair. I knew some tips and tricks, and I used the ones that I had, but I was dying and looking everywhere for what we have on YouTube now in the beauty community. And that it's so important to me, and I'm so passionate about my viewers and about teaching my viewers. I would never jeopardize that by becoming all about promoting products and making money based on that. Once I've selected the things that I do like from my inbox, the things that actually sound legitimate, that are easily accessible to you guys, that would be beneficial to you guys, then I email them back. I'm like, hey, I've looked at your brand, I like this and this and this. I would accept product. I do want you to know that I don't promise a positive review in return for trying product. I will give it a trial period, and I will get back to you at the end of that, and then we can go from there. So at that point, my obligation to the brand to make a video or to say anything specific on the internet is gone, and my only obligation is you guys. My only obligation is to find out, is this good enough to tell my viewers that they should buy it, or that it would be a smart buy, because that's, I take that seriously, because we all work really hard for our money, and it's very important that you spend it wisely. And so I'm not just going to be like, oh yeah, that's decent, throw it on my video. I don't think that's right. I don't want to do that. So my first response back to them is letting them know, hey, I don't promise a review, but I will accept your product to try it. So then I take and I accept the product, if they're still willing to send it to me. Sometimes they're not. But then I'll accept the product, and then I always think about, am I willing to stake my reputation on this, because I don't want to put something on the internet that's subpar, because I think that takes away from me and my word and my integrity. So first of all, am I willing to stake my reputation on it? And then my next thing is, am I willing to stake my viewers' trust on this? And then the next thing that I think is this something that I would recommend to a close friend? And I think between all three of those, it makes it very personal for me, it makes it very emotional for me, and it makes me really think through it. It makes me take it very seriously. So of the things that I'm sent not many of them make it through that process. Very, very few of them do. And then once they've made it through that process, or if they make it through that process, I get back with the company and I tell them, hey, I liked it, I'd like to feature it in a video, could we do a coupon code for my viewers? And then if I don't like it, I write back to the company, I let them know why, and I think that's just a professional courtesy. It's something that I do to keep my relationship with them good. But it also is good for me because sometimes if I've used the product incorrectly or I expected it to do something that it wasn't, that gives them a good chance to come back and correct me just to make sure that, you know, we are on the same page. And the next thing is how I go about telling you guys in a video whether a product has been sent to me or not. So that's tricky. From the viewpoint of an editor, somebody that wants to put together an engaging video to watch, something that flows really nicely, it's really hard to figure out, like, where do I stick in here that this product was sent to me, because I don't want to interrupt the whole flow of the video, I don't want to interrupt my viewer's thinking process, but at the same time, I want to inform my viewer of that. I want to be above board, I don't want to sweep things under the rug. What do I do? So my policy now, and I'm going to be going back and applying this to all my old videos, so very slowly you'll see this come into play in those as well, but I am going to make sure that I'm always linking or listing in the description box the products that I used in a video, because I'm not always good about that, but I'm going to do that from now on. And then I'm going to put an asterisk next to anyone that was sent to me, that way you know. And then as far as videos that I'm being compensated for, because those do exist, I've only done a couple of them. I'm going to be honest, the first couple ones that I did, I didn't really know how to handle it. And I kind of decided to handle it like I saw other people on the beauty community handling it, and what was kind of the accepted practice was just kind of to hide it. Kind of to make it like as unobvious as possible, and to make it as much of a normal video as possible, and to just not say anything in the video about it. And there's good and bad things to that. Like I said, you kind of, as a YouTube video creator, you want to make the most smooth flowing, non-distracting or non-distracted from video that you can. And so that's the reason to kind of try to hide it in a way to kind of make the video look as normal as possible. But there's no way to completely hide that. I don't think there's no way to completely get around it, and it's really awkward. And I just felt really awkward and uncomfortable the couple times that I did it and I tried to skirt around it. And it just left a really bad taste in my mouth after all of that. I was just like, this is just really not okay. I really don't like doing it this way. So for me personally, and I clearly can't speak to anybody else's practice in making sponsored videos or anything like that, but for me, I've decided that at the beginning of whatever video, I'm just going to go ahead and say, hey, I'm working with this brand to make this video. And that way you guys know at the beginning of the video what you're getting into, so if you can't stand sponsored videos, you can go ahead and click back out. And then that way if you stay for it, you know what you're getting into. And then finally the question is why? Why would I accept free product for a video? Why would I accept compensation for a video? I do have to try out products not just for my hair type, but for every hair type. And not just for my hair length, but for every length. And not just my budget, but every budget. So it's not enough for me to know that, hey, I like this one kind of dry shampoo. I need to know, alright, well this is my favorite, but this is a more expensive one. What's a better inexpensive one? And what if somebody has darker hair? Of course my hair is darker now. What if somebody has lighter hair? What if somebody has curly hair? Like, I just have to know the answers to all that. And so I do have to kind of have experimented with a larger amount of products just because I'm expected to know that. I'm expected to be able to give those recommendations. And if you don't believe that, read the comments about any of my videos because people are asking me. And on Twitter and on Facebook, what products do I use for this hair? What can you recommend for this hair type or this hairstyle that I'm trying to create? And if I haven't experimented with the different products that are out there, I am really not sure how I'm supposed to give the answers to those questions. I have to do that. And I don't use that as an excuse to hoard products. I do have more products than the average girl does, but I try to keep them down as much as I can because I can't stand having more than I need. It drives me nuts. Another big reason, and this applies to being sent product and being compensated for a video, is that I am looking very far forward with my career. I know that YouTube isn't always going to be an applicable thing for me to do as my career. It's not always going to be my career, my main source of income, anything like that. I know that. And that's why I went and got my cosmetology degree. It's why I'm working behind the chair in the salon, because I'm very passionate about my career as a stylist. And I'm also very passionate about what I do here on YouTube. I'm very passionate about the fact that I'm able to impart what I know to everyday girls and get in touch with people that are just going about day to day and just want to know what to do with their hair. It's very important to me. And so right now the medium that I'm using to do that is through YouTube. But once YouTube isn't available to me anymore, it's not applicable anymore, whatever, I have to have that next step. But it's going to be something that's going to be more permanent, more professional, something that I can actually build into a good career. And to do that, I have to have relationships with brands. I have to have relationships with people in the industry. It's part of the career that I'm in. It's part of the beauty industry. You have to have those connections. Working with brands becomes not just a part of what I'm doing on YouTube now, but a part of what I'm going to do in the future. And it's a big part of my career and helping me to move forward in my career. So it's not just, you know, oh my gosh, free products, yay. It is about a business relationship so that I can move my brand forward. So that's another big reason. And then the final thing, people might want to know, like, why do you accept compensation for videos? Don't you already make money from YouTube? Yes, and I live off of that, and I actually work 2 jobs. I work in the salon, I work on YouTube, my husband works 2 jobs, so that's kind of what we already pretty much have living covered at that point. But YouTube and making videos actually costs a lot more money than you think, especially because as my channel grows, and I'm hoping it will continue to grow more, I want my production value to continue to grow, which is a very expensive thing because you need great editing software. I really want to get like an HD, like a true HD camera, better lighting, because my lighting is not bad now, but I can still upgrade it a lot. My poor desktop cannot handle the editing that I'm doing anymore. I have to take twice as long to edit things because I have to restart it every like hour, and when you're editing for 8 hours, that's a lot. And stuff like that. It's super laggy too. It's not just restarting it. And so, you know, I need to upgrade to a desktop. So we're talking about stuff that's going to cost not just hundreds of dollars, but thousands of dollars. And clearly, I budget for that. I budget stuff every month to set aside toward what I want to buy for YouTube and the enhancements that I want to make on YouTube. But doing videos that compensate me actually help me to move that budget further forward so that I'm able to buy those things faster and I'm able to bring that to YouTube faster. And that's, I think, very much worth it in the end. I'm not taking any money that I get from making a video and putting it toward a giant Sephora haul or going on a giant clothing shopping spree. Nothing like that is really going to augment and enhance my work that I do on YouTube and my production value on YouTube. So that's the biggest reason why I take those things. It's not so much because like I want to go and buy more makeup or more hair stuff, because I really don't. I'm pretty good, honestly, as far as all that goes. I don't need much more. I don't really need any more right now. And so I'm not putting it towards that at all. The things that are on my need list are like the big things for YouTube, and so that's what I'm putting all the money that I make from sponsored videos toward. The biggest reason for, you know, working with brands is because I am looking forward. I want to be able to be doing what I do for you guys for as long as possible, and even a bigger audience or bigger platform if I can. I want to be doing this for the foreseeable future, and I know that YouTube might not always be the acceptable method for the foreseeable future, so that's what I am gearing myself towards. So if you want to see me continue to succeed and you want to see my career continue to grow, that's just going to be a necessary part of it, and I want to be as open and above board as possible and all that. So again, check the beginning of a video or in the description box because it will always be there if you guys need to know. And like I said, I'm going to be going back through and working on my older videos as well, so that they reflect my new policy now. So hopefully that helps you guys to understand everything, helps us to be all on the same page. And that's it. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah! Bye.